Haaland isn't just known for knocking Brazil out of the World Cup. He also has one of the craziest routines in the world. Eats more than 6,000 calories a day, eats liver, ox heart, takes ice baths, and treats his body like a machine. So today I'm going to copy his routine from start to finish to find out if it really works. Are you seriously asking me to do the routine of the guy who ruined our dream? Alright then. And at 7:30 in the morning, Haaland is getting up. Well, I know you guys noticed there's something different about me, man. It's basically because I had to shave my goatee. I had to take it off. Obviously, I'm not gonna wear this crappy wig all day. It was just for a joke, but there's no such thing as Haaland on the Brazilian national team, right, man? Especially since that's a team that, well, ended up falling behind in this World Cup. I was excited, I believed I was, but it's not always the way you want. I've already tried to come up with a name and I ran into 1,000 problems. I wasn't going to wear a Norway shirt, but I got a red one to represent Norway. It really hurts me to make this video because I wanted, I don't know, to be doing Odimar's routine, Vinny Jr.'s routine, but no, we have to do the routine of the guy who scored 2 goals and crushed our dream of X. And just so you know, Haaland usually sleeps 9 to 10 hours a day, okay? That's because Haaland considers sleep one of the most important parts of recovery, so he prioritizes long nights of sleep. It's funny because this goes against what a lot of people believe, like, no, I'm going to sleep less and work more, but what if you sleep more and then automatically you perform better during your day? Of all the routines I've tested here, they always recommend drinking 500 ml of water right after waking up since it's supposed to be good on an empty stomach, but Haaland said he'd make his own rule. He drinks 750 milliliters of water, which means it's this whole glass here, man. I don't know if that's bad for you, you know? Drinking 700 milliliters of water all at once, but let's see. If by the end of the day I become a professional player, we'll know it worked. Well, and as soon as he wakes up, Haaland has the habit of getting some sun and doing mobility exercises. And getting some sun as soon as you wake up is really good, man, because it helps you wake up faster, boosts your energy during the day, and also helps you sleep much better at night. So you get better quality sleep, and that way you can keep progressing, improving, and becoming the beast that he is today, right? The guy scored 2 goals against us, man. The guy wants to score 2 goals against us. Well, unfortunately today it's not sunny, it's a cloudy day. There are only clouds here. I don't know how it is over there in Norway, right? But I'm sure they're happy over there, whatever. And while I was doing mobility exercises, I remembered a comment from the last video. Now it's been 50 hours without eating anything, so just go to Penharugal. I don't get it, they want me to do the challenge, but that's the last one too, right? Because I'll be out of it afterwards. To appear in the next video, leave the most liked comment and I'll give you a shout out. 10 minutes later, it's still cloudy and I didn't get much vitamin D. But I did mobility exercises. I used this thing here to help. And man, it's funny because I had never done this in my life before. At most, just some stretching or something, but mobility, this kind of stuff, it was new to me. And at 8:15 in the morning, we already had breakfast. Man, Haaland eats in a crazy way, you know? Now I get why he scored 2 goals against us. It's not just 2, it's not 3. Haaland eats 6 eggs. Man, if Hendrik had eaten 6 eggs that day, he would have scored that goal. Just 6 eggs, I think the most eggs I've ever eaten in the morning. It was 4, but 6 eggs. Hey Haaland, what's your issue with Brazil? The thing is, even though we dislike him, Haaland's always been peaceful and really humble, so it's hard to stay mad at him. For those unaware, he even owns a farm. He's a guy addicted to natural things. In an interview, he said he wants to retire on a farm. He's just a guy from Minas who left. A little guy from Minas who went to Norway. I know you might be thinking, come on Marvin, you're exaggerating. 6 eggs is actually not that bad. That's because you haven't seen the rest of the breakfast I'm about to show you. While our eggs are being made, something else falls into Haaland's breakfast. It's simply 4 slices of sourdough bread. Haaland is this all-natural kind of guy. He often says that he avoids relying on ultra-processed foods, you know? And obviously it's a diet that, like, what allows him to live like this is his 30 billion salary, because that bread is expensive, huh? But just so you have an idea, look, this is the bread. It's just sourdough bread. You can get it at the store. It smells good, okay? At least there's that. Breakfast is tasty, man. It's a healthy routine. You eat asparagus right after waking up. So let's grab 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're also going to need more than 30 grams of butter. And to help, I use this scale and spread it on the bread. I have to admit, man, it was a relief, because bread with butter is just too good. But since Haaland doesn't just eat, he also has something to drink. I'll show you, because man, the guy drinks a protein shake with 6 eggs, 4 pieces of bread, and you have to accept that a human lives like this. So basically, here goes 500 ml of whole milk, 0 fat. Haaland isn't the kind of guy who worries 100% about not consuming fat, but he's a guy who likes natural foods. So man, obviously, I don't know, sometimes the guy has 30 cows there and just gets milk from them. I don't have that. My cow's name is Supermarket. And after 500 ml of milk, we have 2 more bananas. We also add 30 grams of honey and 100 grams of oats. With that, we create the super shake for Brazil's elimination. Just to recap, it's 6 scrambled eggs, 4 slices of sourdough bread, 30 grams of butter, and then we have 500 ml of whole milk, 100 grams of oats, 2 bananas, and 30 grams of honey. Here we have about 1,350 calories, guys. Yeah, there are people who eat this in a day, and here it's just breakfast. I'm afraid I won't be able to do it because it's really a lot. This part I could handle, you know, but man, this here is insane. And it's funny because there are several interviews where Haaland says he always prioritizes natural foods, so he always eats eggs, milk, and bread. So it's not because it's a diet or anything like, oh, I'm gonna cut out bread because it's a carbohydrate. No, it's more about focusing on natural foods, you know? And I'm gonna drink it right here, okay, man? I'm gonna drink it from this because, man, it's a lot. I don't even know if it fits in a glass. Let's see if it's good. Wow, this is awesome. And this is our breakfast. Let's get going. And the difference between this breakfast and Haaland's breakfast is the milk, because Haaland drinks raw milk straight from the cow. This whole milk I'm drinking goes through an industrial process that removes the fat and it's treated. But the milk straight from the cow doesn't go through any heat treatment or fat removal, so it keeps all the vitamins and natural bacteria. But in my case, I don't have a cow, right? Breakfast is done. Guys, I have to admit I'm about to explode here really after all the routines I've tried. And this was the craziest breakfast I've ever eaten in my life. It was really good with eggs. There was a lot, but I managed. But this was wild. Now, a lot makes sense. So, after drinking another 500 ml of water, since hydration is super important in Haaland's routine, I started getting ready since the real training was about to begin. Because in his morning routine, he already starts training soccer. The time has come to show some skills. Well, I'm already properly dressed here like our buddy Haaland. Our dear buddy. The time has come for us to practice our skills, but always before starting to play soccer, before training, he stretches. And during stretching, another 250 ml of water. Okay, have you realized that in 4 years Haaland will be 30? That's 4 more years of this routine. Another defeat is just a matter of time. Man, basically in training I can't take it seriously. And the things I need I already have, right? Wig, soccer cleats, and the ball, which is a bit worn out. Only people who own a dog understand. Did you like the joke? But there's something I bought to help us develop our soccer skills. A cone. And so, my soccer skills, guys, just so you know, I'm not a professional, I'm not a guy with a lot of skills, but I was a starter in the interclass tournament. Done. That's the skill, you know? You tie your hair up here, right, man? You give it a try, actually. Basically, what comes in this kit are several little cones and also this thing here. I don't know if it's also called a cone or... Look how cool that is. And the first thing is going to be dribbling. So that's where the cones come in. And yes, I looked it up on TikTok, man. I'm not some Carlos Ancelotti, right? So I set up the cones to improve my running, my physical conditioning. And for those who don't know, Haaland has already reached a top speed of 36.5 km per hour. The guy is a machine, man. You can see that I really can't keep up, right? Listen to my breathing. Alright, enough with the jokes. That's it already. Funny, dude. Blonde wig, man. That's enough. And just to explain to you, Haaland basically spends about 2 hours training every day. As for me, I'm just practicing movement here. I'm already tired. I don't know if you noticed from my breathing, but I made a circuit where I go back and forth. For those who don't know, Haaland once ran 60 meters in just 6 seconds during a game. We really didn't know what we were dealing with. Man, but I'm like, I've been here for about half an hour already, I can't take it anymore. And here's some information about Haaland for those who want to know. Ever since Haaland was a child, he practiced finishing every day. So if he's this powerful guy who knocks us out of the cup today, it's because his dad is a former pro player who taught him since he was a kid. I'm going to change the formation now. Man, for anyone who understands, I don't know if there's a coach watching me or someone who really knows their stuff, they'll say, man, that makes no sense. Guys, this is about Haaland's routine, alright? Here on the football channel. I'm going to check it out on TikTok now. That's how it is. I'll put this one here. I'm going to run to the cone. I have to touch it and come back. When I get here, I'll run, come here, run, touch, and keep doing this until my heart stops. And one thing Haaland says a lot in many places is that he doesn't say he's tired. He thinks that even if he's tired, exhausted, he doesn't say it. He doesn't let those words come out of his mouth. Because according to him, when you're tired and you say you're tired, your tiredness gets much worse. You know, you keep reinforcing it. So I've watched several videos where you can see he's exhausted, but he says he's not tired. So he doesn't reinforce that thought and end up even more tired. Obviously, I'm not Haaland, especially since I took off the wig, so I'm really tired, I'll be honest, okay? Nutrition helps Haaland, it makes him a bigger guy, but it's getting in my way. Here, man, it's already turned into something else, so I spent a lot of time practicing juggling, kicking with my right leg, with my left leg too. After 2 hours, we drink more water. Hey, Haaland, does a shot of cachaça ever fit into your routine? I bought an ice bath. Basically, it's not really an ice bath, it's just a bathtub. And then I bought the ice. For anyone who wants to know, I found this one on Mercado Libre, man. It's simply the cheapest one they've got there, you know? 150 rays, most of them are $400 and I fit in it, you know, man. I'm 1.80 meters tall, 90 kilos, so yeah. What a situation. Well, but basically after soccer practice, we have the recovery part. And Haaland is someone who dedicates a lot of time to recovery. Ice baths, mobility, even sleep. And, well, I've never done an ice bath before. This is my first time. I'm going to fill it with cold water from the shower. And I bought a bag of ice. I know that an ice bath usually takes a lot more ice, but man, it's already really cold. There's no reason for more. Let's see if I can handle it, because some people can't. I'm not gonna say I'm Haaland either, man. Otherwise, I'd be playing there. I wouldn't be here in Chico Chico Bahia. Let's put the ice in now. Man, look at this, dude. Wow, that's a wave of ice, just showing you. This is how it is. Really cold, dude. Look at this. Wow, look at my hand turning purple. 3, 2, 1, and... Damn. First impressions. I'm at the North Pole, now I understand you. I can't talk. It's really cold, but I'm strong, I can handle it. I'm trying to do it the way Haaland says. Well, for those who want to know the benefits of an ice bath, basically, it improves your muscles, man. It really helps with recovery. I can't talk. It's really about the mind, man, because the body can handle it, you know? I'm not gonna die staying here. Although Jack thought that. The body sends a lot of signals to your head, like, if I stay, I'm gonna die, you know? It's like an alert, man. But if you focus more... It's hard, man. Damn. Because this really changes a lot in daily life. I see that a lot of people think the ice bath is just nonsense, like there are benefits for the body, but there are also a lot of mental benefits, you know? The thing about not giving up on discipline, and that's something, man, that when a guy has it or learns it, nobody can take it away from him. I don't know how long I've been here, but just by getting into the ice bath, I've already become a coach. Now I understand those guys, and Haaland uses the ice bath method about 4 to 5 times a week. This really improves his physical recovery. That's because if Haaland has a small injury in any muscle, the cold reduces the blood flow in the area, so it reduces swelling and pain. So I get him ready to crush Brazil again. I just got out of here and I feel like all my muscles are contracted, man, and look, this is how long I stayed, okay? And man, I feel relieved now that I'm out, you know? I feel truly all-powerful, man. It's like I'm... Well, after all that, I admit I'm pretty tired already. But now, let's go to the workout. Honestly, the right thing would be to have lunch and then go train, but what happens? Today the gym closes earlier. Holiday. Such nonsense. Most of Haaland's strength comes from training, okay? But his focus is more on power and stability, and also to prevent injuries. But he also ends up gaining a lot of strength, which is something that's one of his characteristics. Man, if he goes up against any player there, like with Gabriel Magalhães when he jumped up and headed the ball, he doesn't feel any pressure. Pre-workout, man, I was used to taking my pre-workout. Or caffeine capsules, which basically has the same effect as coffee, it's just in a capsule, you know? You don't need to drink coffee. So if one day you don't want to drink coffee, don't want to taste coffee, just take the capsule. But no, man, he doesn't take any pre-workout. So now I'm just going on pure willpower, and also for the sake of the video, because otherwise I wouldn't go. Let's train legs to do squats, all the workouts he does. The other day I even posted a short talking about it, you know? My headphones were only charging on one side. I wanted to show you. Look at this. This isn't a sponsorship. Just a recommendation. I'm starting to use these headphones instead of earbuds and really like them. I'm a big fan of this style. So let's train legs. What's that song called again? There's no music. I forgot my headphones. And if anything's sadder than working out without them before training, let me know. I doubt anyone does. But I did the leg workout remembering that it's not a workout focused on weight and lifting as much as possible. It's much more focused on the movement, especially because of Haaland. He doesn't use the gym for aesthetics, but rather to make himself much more functional. That way he manages to score a lot of goals against our national team. Well guys, I finished the workout here. It wasn't a workout where I gave it my all, you know, for 2 reasons. First, because Haaland isn't a 100% gym guy. It would only make sense if he were a bodybuilder. But since he's a player, it's more about movement. It's not about lifting lifting the heaviest weight possible. It's a more controlled thing, and I also trained lighter because I didn't have my headphones. Man, being without music is terrible, and without pre-workout too. Damn, it's actually something I want you guys to comment below, because a lot of people talk about discipline. Training every day, but you need pre-workout, you need to listen to music, so you start using hacks, and then the question is that really discipline? Using things to your advantage to make the process easier? Or actually, are you just using hacks and it's not really discipline, you're just stimulating yourself all the time? And I don't know what to think. That's the question. I think that, man, screw it. You have to take pre-workout, and after the workout, here we have our lunch. Here's Haaland's lunch. It's basically 350 grams of rice, 160 grams of beef, 100 grams of beef liver, 60 grams of beef heart, 150 grams of vegetables. In this case, I chose carrots and beets plus 100 grams of salad and a little bit of olive oil just to add a touch. And basically in this meal we have 1,700 calories here, man. That's a lot of meat, you know. I would think it's good, except for the fact that I hate liver. It's the type of food some people eat and others don't. Simple as that. Some foods that people eat and other foods that people don't. I'm here with 3 types of meat, and I'm going to try all 3 now. Let's see if this is good. First, here I have the regular meat, right? It's a bit dry, but it's tasty. Now I'm here with beef heart. Let me see. Beef heart is good, okay? It has a bit of a weird smell, but the taste is good. Now let's try the liver. It's not the worst thing in the world, okay? I'm not going to exaggerate here, but man, why does liver even exist? There are so many good meats in the world, it's not something you just eat. Man, this here, it doesn't taste like poop, but it's bad. Man, it's not tasty. And I'm gonna eat here at my PC because I need to watch something to distract myself, you know? I know that Haaland can eat every day without screens. He doesn't like screens, but if I eat this without screens, man, I won't be able to eat it. That's for sure, so I'm going to eat here at my setup. By the way, did you see how nice it looks? Because now, look, it's all one thing, for those who watched until now. I'm going to start streaming again. I even have a channel. I'll leave it in the description where I'll post the live scores. I'm not going to give too many spoilers about what's going to happen. And these meats are known as superfoods, mainly because they're rich sources of iron, vitamin B12, and other nutrients. But the thing is, guys, it's so much stuff that it literally took me. It took me an hour to have lunch. It was an hour eating, watching videos. I didn't even notice the time, but it was almost an hour just to have lunch. And almost an hour later, yeah, I stayed here for about 50 minutes, okay? And I'm not exaggerating, man. If I had known it would take so long, I would have set a timer. But man, I took a long time to eat because it's a lot of food. By the end, you saw I was stalling because, man, it's a lot of food. It was already cold, and then I said, no, man, let's just keep going. I finished the challenge, and Haaland, he already revealed that he really likes to eat beef liver and heart. He believes, and he's right, that these are very nutritious foods. He's a guy much taller, much heavier than me, but it's a lot of food. Man, honestly, it wasn't the tastiest lunch I've ever had, but it also wasn't something horrible. Man, I'm tired of having lunch, man. I've been eating lunch here for a long time, dude, and after lunch, more water to drink, damn it. And after all that, the moment of rest finally arrived. I have to admit, it's really exhausting to make these videos, even if it doesn't seem like it. Shooting routine videos at home is exhausting because I'm doing it all alone. I have to carry the tripod, check the script, handle tasks, live my routine, and film all by myself. Wow, it's exhausting, but the Haaland one is honestly the most tiring of all I've done, and that's just how it is. The thing about Haaland is that he treats sleep and rest as a really big priority, which a lot of people don't, and it's during this time that most of the muscle recovery happens, you know? So it was a really tough day, and now is the moment when Haaland gets some rest, and I'm going to rest too, you know? I'll decide if I'll sleep in my bed. I want to shower too. Haaland doesn't shower, just kidding. He actually takes good care of his hair. He deserves congratulations. Now it's finally time for us to rest. I am turning off the camera for a while and planning to lie down. I admit it was important to take things slowly and relax during the day, but around 5 or 5:30 we'll return for the afternoon snack, which is basically a shake. 500 ml of whole milk, 2 bananas, 100 g of oats, 40 g of peanut butter, and 30 g of honey. This meal in total has 950 calories, and on some intense training days, Haaland's energy intake can reach up to 6,000 calories. That's way above the average for a regular person. Now, following the player's routine, I'm going to play some soccer. I'm not very skilled, but I trained today. I'll film a few shots for you so we can see how it goes. Maybe someday I'll play for the Brazilian national team. And who knows, maybe win a 6th World Cup title by 2050. Wait for me until then. I think Haaland from 5:30 should be set for what time? Alexa, is it hot? Apparently, I think you guys need to start reconsidering the YouTuber you watch. because I went to play soccer and the only shot I have is this one. So yeah, I didn't film anything, which is actually good because that way I only heard soccer and not your eyes. Watching my plays, I just got back from soccer. I couldn't film anything, not because I couldn't, but because I actually forgot. But you can be sure of one thing, soccer lost today. But basically, before we have dinner, you know, our final meal, there's something that Haaland uses, which is kind of different. Blue light blocking glasses, basically this kind of glasses here. They're designed to reduce blue light from your phone, computer, or TV, which helps improve sleep quality by lowering your blue light exposure. Yes, I bought them because I want to use them often, especially when I work late and stare at screens. Having these is really helpful. Before dinner, I'll start using these glasses to help improve my sleep quality. As you can see, the lenses are completely yellow. These glasses are really ugly, right? You can't just go out wearing this thing of his, but man, it really... Wow, man, I look ridiculous, but just showing you guys, look, it gets really yellow, see? Not sure if the camera will pick it up or if it matters, but here's the screen without the lens and with the lens. Not sure if it makes a difference. Well, at 9:30 at night, we have to have our late night meal, basically just this meal. Here we have 600 calories, and no, we didn't hit 6,000 calories today. And here we basically have 250 grams of plain yogurt, 30 grams of honey, 50 grams of nuts, and an apple. So I decided to put everything in one place. You know, that makes it easier to eat. I admit I haven't had this mix before. The yogurt with honey and apple should be smooth, but I'm unsure about these nuts. Let me try one. It's good, you know? Haaland. The wig's here, but the challenge is over. It's the end of the day and I'm exhausted. I'm wearing these glasses to look like Tony Stark. Basically, this here is a meal rich in protein and healthy fats. This helps a lot, especially for athletes who have high energy expenditure and burn a lot of calories during the day. It ends up helping to complete the calories and also supports recovery during sleep. So this meal is perfect, and after this meal, it's time for us to sleep. I'm still wearing these glasses, and for anyone wondering, they really do make a big difference. It's crazy because it doesn't give you a headache. Man, I'm the kind of guy that as night comes, I start messing with screens and I start getting a bit of a headache, but man, this takes it all away. So sometimes it's good for you if you work late, you know? Haaland is really awesome at this. Well, now it's 10 p.m., which is the time Haaland usually goes to sleep. I want to be honest with you guys, I couldn't follow everything the routine said. There are things I couldn't do. For example, I was supposed to have dinner now, you know? But man, I'm really full. You have no idea. I don't even know if I managed to hit my water goal for the day, you know? Because I also went to drink water just now and I felt like throwing up. But just to sum it up for you, it's 6,000 calories that he usually eats and that we tried to consume in this video, 5 liters of water and the rest, right? The training, the mobility, the ice bath, the sun, that's when you see that the guy is really different, man. I'm going to sleep now. I'm really tired. It's just a matter of closing my eyes and sleeping. That's what's good, you know? Because these things, man, it feels like I'm going to have the best sleep of my life right now. But that's the thing, man. It really tires you out. You have to have a lot of energy. I think that's why Brazil lost to the guy, you know? Because I'm sorry, but I can't see Brazilian players these days wanting to have a routine like this or even trying, you know? It's a criticism for everyone too. I don't see anyone. Maybe the next generation will start to learn this, you know? And you don't necessarily have to play soccer to have a routine like this. So man, whatever you do for work, you can take a few things from this video and improve your routine. And now, do I recommend it? I don't, man, because it's a really crazy routine. It's for people who burn lots of calories. He's over 6'3". If I followed his routine, I'd gain weight since I don't burn as many calories. But now, if it was really worth it, try it out yourself, man.